Says excellent, but it's not. Oh, we're doing here. We got Bob the maestro up here trying to get everything running. It is in the first quarter. It's 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Saints on the first drive of the day, uh, starting about the 25-yard line, made their way now to the 45 of the Pirates. It'll be third and long here, third and 9.5 for the Saints. You got trips to the right. Sladkey in the shotgun takes the snap. Now goes to his right, looks, throws, and it's going to be caught, but not going to be far enough. Running, it is in the first quarter. It's 8 minutes left here in the first quarter. Saints on the first drive of the day, starting about the 25-yard line, made their way now to the 45 of the Pirates. It'll be third and long here, third and 9.5. Oh, you have the stream playing on the for the Saints. You got trips to the right. Sladkey in the shot. It's going to be a punt now. So long snapper on. Back to punt is Drake. 35 or 40 yards on that first drive, but stalled out and had to punt it away. And so Grantsburg now with their first drive of the evening. Brock Matheny in the shotgun formation, takes the snap, now drops back to his right side. Brock looks long, goes deep. He's got a man wide open, and it's Reese Jensen who makes the catch and falls over. So a big gain from Matheny to Jensen to the 42-yard line, but that one looked like it was going to be a touchdown on the first play, but The throw made Jensen fall to his back, and he was down. So back, Matheny looks now this time to the other side and overthrows number 22, Ryder Anderson. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. 7:06 left here in the first quarter. Thanks for joining us here this afternoon. Sorry about the technical difficulties getting things rolling here. First game of the year in the stadium, trying to get all the equipment working right. Bob Rombach up here trying to get everything rolling. Matheny drops back, now shovels, and it's going to be dropped down, and it was a forward pass, so no harm, no foul there, but it will be 3rd and long. So it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Bring him down, and he was able to get away, throw it out of bounds, and live to see this 3rd and 7 now. Man in motion, now takes the handoff, and he's taken down. That was Jensen with the carry. He gets a few, but it'll still be 4th and 5, I would say. So 4th and 5. Looks like offense will stay out on the field here. Matheny takes a snap, looks to his right, now looks up the middle. It's a screen pass. Gets to Schultz. Schultz up the middle, and he's got some room, and he's going to make his way as he rumbles down the 10, the 5, and a touchdown. Dexter Schultz brings it in for the Pirates, and the Pirates jump to a 6-0 lead with 5:44 on a nice, nifty little screen pass by Matheny. St. Croix Falls defensive line made it in right away, but sometimes when you get in quick, there's a reason. And the pass was dropped just over their heads, and Daxter picked it up and scrambled into the end zone for the touchdown. So Grantsburg now going to go for 2 with the 6-0 lead. 5:44 left here in the first quarter. Matheny looks to his left, now to his right as he scrambles, throws in the corner. It's going to be over the head of the intended receiver. It'll go out of bounds. St. Croix Falls, the Pirates lead 6-0. 5:44 left here in the first quarter.
I'm Dr. John Campa. I'm a board-certified practicing general orthopedics here at Burnett.
Roll with what we've got. If it's over 4,000, it's good, but we keep dropping, and it's super choppy. What do you want? It's not like not watchable. It's just like every other frame is. The audio is probably okay. I think the audio is okay. Just keep talking. Make sure you say thank you to those sponsors that we can't get video ads. Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. And I put it back to the normal one so you're not using this. Okay. All right. Have fun. Right. Okay. Thanks, Bob. All right, here comes the kick for the Pirates. It's going to be a squib kick, picked up and brought down quickly by the Saints at the 40-yard line. Leif Severson, I think that was number 80, Leif Severson on the return there. So Saints will take over now, 41-yard line. 5:41 left here in the first quarter. Saints down 6-0. Sladkey in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands off to Hoff. Hoff up the left side, punches forward, loses the ball, and we'll see who got it. I think the Saints were able to pick it back up, but Hoff fumbled the ball for a moment, but picked up by the Saints. So it'll be second down now, second and about 3, second and 3. Sladkey now back up to the line in the shotgun formation. Alex Hoff on the right, 2 guys to the left. Now in motion comes, they're going to hand back off to Hoff. Hoff up the middle, punches forward for the first down, and across the line. He gets to the 44 or 46-yard line, and it'll be first and 10 at the 46-yard line. I want to say thank you to our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. You see those sponsorships scrolling across the bottom of the screen. We're so thankful for their sponsorship of We Are SCF and the getting these Saints games online. Allram taken down for no gain, so it'll be second and 10 now for the Saints. They're at the 45-yard line now. So it'll be second and long now for the Saints. Last week, both of these teams picked up victories. St. Croix Falls was victorious over Unity 30-8, and Grantsburg was victorious big over Amory. Always fun seeing these two teams face off together. Last year it was the Saints who got the victory. Sladkey up the middle, misses or makes his way out of one tackle, and then was taken down about the 40-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 5 now. So Sladkey with a nice shifty move up the middle. All right, Sladkey in the shotgun once again. Hoff on his right side. Defense creeping forward. Sladkey trying to get him to jump. Hoff takes the handoff, and he's bound up right there. Boy, the Pirates went right through the line, and they made contact right at the point of handoff. And it'll be 4th and 5 now for the Saints. So decision time now for Coach Vickerman in his first home game of his career here in St. Croix Falls. Looks like they're going to go for it. So it'll be 4th and 5 now for the Saints. They got to get to about the 35-yard line, just short of the 35-yard line. Sladkey back to pass. Puts it up and just over the head of DeSmith. So it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pirates defense stand them up and get the turnover. And it'll be 1st and 10 at the Grantsburg 40-yard line for the Pirates. We'll be back in just a moment. Pirates now with the ball here with 2:32 left here in the first quarter. Matheny barks out, now looks to the sideline, now to his wrist, gets the play, takes the snap, handoff quickly, goes to the right side, and punching forward for about 2 or 3 is Daxter Schultz. So it'll be 2nd and 8 now for the Pirates. Should we just record?
No, it's okay. It's barely watchable, but
Caleb Rombach with the reception, takes the ball down and gets it to be 3rd and 3 now for the Pirates. So Matheny now in the shotgun, trips to the left. He's got one running back to his right, takes the snap, now looks, Matheny goes, and it's hit right away. I don't think it's caught. It was incomplete. Nice defense there by the Saints as Reese Jensen trying to bring it in, but it was hit by a couple Saints pretty hard, pretty quick, and he dropped the ball. So it'll be 4th down now. Looks like the punter is on. It's going to be number 21, Levi Anderson. Back to punt. For the Saints, Carter Ridgway back to receive the punt, and now we're going to get a timeout. They're going to send in a new, must have been an equipment thing. So shotgun formation. We got trips to the right. Now they're going to go back. So they're going to, Grantsburg under center, trying to get them to jump. They're going to call a timeout. They were just trying to get the Saints to jump there. Saints not biting it early on here in the first quarter. So 131 left, or 135 left here in the main game. We'll be back in just a second. So they fake the punt, and they go, and they get the catch at the across the 50-yard line. Ryder Anderson gets the ball just before he steps out of bounds, so a Pirates first down. So St. Croix Falls was ready for the punt there, and the Pirates caught him off guard, and they pick up the first down. So Pirates keep it moving here with 1:31 left here in the first quarter. Trips to the left. Handoff goes to Schultz. Schultz to the left side. Carter Ridgway got him to step out of bounds, but they're going to mark him up top. He looked like he stepped out of bounds about 5 yards shorter, but first down nonetheless. So quick offense here again. 1:24 left, waiting for the chains to set. Now they do. Matheny looks, throws, caught by Rombach, taken down at the 30-yard line. So Caleb Rombach with a reception now, picks it up at the 30-yard line. Pirates on the move once again. Pirates lead 6-0 here with 1:10 left here in the first quarter. Pirates have a quick-paced offense. Fakes the handoff. Matheny keeps it, goes to the right himself. Taken down by Drake Peterson, but not before picking up the first down once again. So the Pirates move the chains again. 48 seconds left here. So chains are set. Handoff comes and thrown backwards. Daxter Schultz, he's taken down by a host of Saints. Sorry, I wasn't able to see which Saints were on that tackle there. I'm getting used to the new names and numbers for the season. Matheny taking a breather here. I think they're going to let this clock run out to the end of the first quarter. So first quarter is going to end where the Pirates lead 6-0.
And that's the end of the first quarter. Your score, Grantsburg Pirates 6, St. Croix Falls Saints 0. You're watching Saints football.
So we're moving to the second quarter now, where the Saints trail 6-0 against the Grantsburg Pirates. And the Pirates have the ball. It is 2nd and 11 here. They're on the 25-yard line. Need to get to the 14-yard line for the first down. Matheny in the shotgun formation. Daxter Schultz next to him. Now switching it out, going under center. Matheny takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Schultz. Passes and incomplete. Tried to hit Caden Matheny, but just over his outstretched hands. Rowan Prokop providing the pressure there. Matheny having to make a quick throw on the run, and Caleb Matheny just couldn't bring it in. So 3rd and 11 now. Trips to the left. Rombach to the right. Schultz to the left of Matheny. Matheny looks over, trying to get a play from the coaches. Relays the play now. And takes the snap. Looking for Rombach, hits Rombach, and he's taken down at the 26-yard line. I think we're going to be short of a first down, but a nice pass and catch from Matheny to Rombach. And Jared DeSmith makes the tackle. So it'll be 4th and 2. So 4th and 2 now for the Pirates. The Pirates have 2 timeouts remaining. Saints have all 3. Pirates have had a quick offense here. No huddling most of, if not all of the game. Matheny in the shotgun, same formation. And now a timeout is called. Timeout by Grantsburg. All right, as we head back, it's 11:13 left here in the first quarter. Once again, want to thank our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. We have got a host of computer issues tonight, and one of them being the video ads. We would have loved to have been playing during that break a video ad for you from the Burnett Medical Center, the Air Force, and also Northwoods Technical College. We have ads for, and we want to thank those sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. He goes into the end zone and caught. The touchdown's going to come, and it's going to be Caden Matheny catches the ball, loses his helmet, and it's 12-0. So that one, I don't know that Matheny was actually the intended receiver, but he's the one who came down with the ball. But 6 points nonetheless for the Pirates, and they take a 12-0 lead here with 11:07 left here in the second quarter. Sorry. Rombach to the right. Jensen to the left. And looks like the Pirates are going to take their final timeout. So they are out of timeouts now. And so we'll be back after this timeout. All right, we're coming back now, and it's going to be Matheny in the shotgun, Daxter Schultz to his right, Jensen to the right, and Rombach to the left. Matheny being chased and overthrows the intended receiver. And Ryder Anderson was the intended receiver there. So 12-0 is our score here with 11:07 left here in the second quarter. St. Croix Falls have not been able to put together a sustained drive. They've had a couple plays that have picked up the first downs, but they've stalled out on the offensive side of the ball so far here. So, only the second game of the year. Lots of new pieces being put into place here for the Saints. New coaching staff. Obviously they graduated some key individuals last year, but they returned many of those key individuals from last year's game or last year's season as well. So just trying to get things moving here against this powerful Pirates team from Grantsburg. To receive for the Saints, Jared DeSmith, Carter Ridgway, and Brody Allram. Looks like it's going to be Allram who picks up the ball 20-yard line, now to the 25, 30, taken down about the 33-yard line. So a return of about 13 yards for Allram. St. Croix Falls will take over on the 33-yard line of the Pirates. St. Croix Falls returns a lot of their offensive pieces from last year. Sladkey at quarterback, Brody Allram, Jared DeSmith, Drake Peterson, all key cogs of last year's offense. And it's going to be Alex Hoff, another one of those key figures from last year, another senior this year, takes the ball and punches it forward for a gain of 1, 2, 3, 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. 2nd and 5, I guess. So Alex Hoff was part of the backfield last year, Alex Hoff and Willem Hafler. Sladkey takes the snap, hands off to Hoff. Now it's going to be another handoff, a reverse up the middle. Brody Allram rumbles forward across the 50-yard line into Saints territory. And a big first down for the Saints as they do a little trickery off or misdirection there up the middle. And everybody bit on the handoff to Hoff, and Hoff's hands off to Allram, and Allram pounds it up the middle for the first down. So 48-yard line for the Saints in Pirate territory. Takes the snap. We got some movement on the offensive side. That'll move the Saints back 5 yards. Saw last night, last year's senior center, Logan Bachman, playing for Concordia St. Paul. Got some action last night, picked up a tackle as a defensive tackle. Saw the stat line, had one tackle down for Bachman, so getting his first collegiate tackle last night. Congratulations to him. Sladkey gets out of the sack, and then he's taken down by the Pirates. Boy, the Pirates have been living in the backfield here this evening, and there's been more white jerseys back there than blue, it seemed like. And so Sladkey got out of the first one, but wasn't able to slip away from the second onslaught of Pirates. So that moves them way back. It'll be 2nd and 27 now for the Saints. Sladkey takes a snap once again. Screen pass goes to Prokop, and Rowan Prokop Brings it across the 41 to the 42-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long here for the Saints. So 9 minutes left here in the second half or second quarter. Trips to the left. Sladkey takes the snap, looks to pass up the middle, and it gets to Drake Peterson, who brings it down to about the 30 or the 44-yard line, still short of the first down, but picks up a big chunk on 3rd and 20, making it 4th and 7. Looks like Saints are bringing the punt unit on. Connor Weber into snap for the Saints. Drake Peterson back to punt. Weber's snap a little high. Drake Peterson keeps it and picks up a yard, but not enough. So another turnover on downs, the second time tonight that the Saints have been turned over on downs. So the Pirates will take over now on the 44-yard line in the Saints territory. Grantsburg, that quick-paced offense, back to the line again. Snap comes, handoff. Daxter Schultz hit at the line. It'll be a gain, no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. So just under 8 minutes left here in the first half. Daxter Schultz now goes to the reverse. Jensen is taken down again at the line of scrimmage. Alex Hoff with a nice tackle. Jensen, the Pirates tried their own misdirection, but the Saints were there and snuffed it out. So Matheny now back in the shotgun for the Pirates. Rombach on the right, Jensen on the left. Daxter Schultz, I think, in the backfield. Now they switch it up and bring up a bit, bring it tight. Matheny goes back to pass. Saints try to get in there, and a nice catch down the field and into the end zone for the touchdown. Daxter Schultz, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and it's a big one. About a 60-yard touchdown pass into the end zone for the touchdown, 18-0 now for the Pirates. So Pirates probably going to go for 2 again, as they've been unsuccessful their first 2 attempts. Rombach out to the left. Jensen to the right. Daxter Schultz has a running touchdown and a receiving touchdown, both long touchdowns. Now Matheny goes to the left, now back to the right, and an easy catch for number 32. And that'll be a 2-yard, or the 2-point conversion is good. And so I'm sorry I don't have his name. He's not in the number 32 is not in the roster. And so it is 20-0 in favor of the Pirates. We'll be back with the Saints. 6:50 left here in the second quarter. So for the Saints tonight on defense, it's been those big plays that have that have really cost the Saints. 60-yard touchdown pass from Matheny to Schultz. Schultz had about at least 50-yard run for the first touchdown of the game, and then Matheny had a touchdown as well in the end zone for the second touchdown of the year. Of the night. Sorry about that. Ball's going to come, and it's going to Carter Ridgway up the middle, and he's taken down as he got the ball out of the head of steam, but was only able to get a few there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the 34-yard line. So St. Croix Falls trying to get things going here in quarter number 2. 6:45 remaining here. Drake Peterson out to the left, Jared DeSmith to the right. Saints bunched up, hands off to Hoff. Hoff up the middle, taken down after a gain of about 1.5.
For 13, Alex Hoff on the carry.
Sladkey back to pass, up the middle, intercepted, and finally being brought down is number 21, Levi Anderson. So Levi Anderson gets the interception and returns it back to the 17-yard line. 6:03 left here in the second quarter. And the Saints just can't get that offense started here this evening. Matheny in the shotgun, Daxter Schultz to his left. Jensen spread out all the way to the left, and Rombach to the right. And timeout is going to be called by the Saints. We'll take that timeout along with them and be back in just a minute. All right, we are ready to roll here. 6:02 left in the second quarter. Saints down 20-0. Matheny in the shotgun. Schultz to his left. Matheny looks up the middle and knocked away. Good defense there for the Saints. Number 26, Connor Weber on the defensive knockaway. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now here for the Saints. For the Pirates. Rombach all the way to the left. Jensen to the right. Handoff, fake handoff. Now it's going to be a short pass to Schultz, and Schultz is going to step in for, they're going to say he's down on about the half-yard line, so Daxter Schultz denied the end zone that time, but it'll be a first down and a nice reception by Daxter Schultz. Pirates, quick, they got to get the Saints off, and a timeout is going to be called by the Saints. They had to get their guys off the field. So we will take that timeout as well with 5:48 left. All right, we're back. 5:48 left here in quarter number 2. Pirates knocking at the door on the half-yard line. Matheny keeps it himself, steps in for the touchdown. So Matheny had 2 passing touchdowns and now has a rushing touchdown to add to that. Pirates are going to go for 2 once again. So Matheny now in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to the left, passes to the left, and Rombach unable to bring it in, defended by Jared DeSmith. So it remains 26-0. All right, we're back now for the last 5:46 of the second quarter.
Come on, Blue.
Pirates ready to kick it off. It'll be Jared DeSmith, Connor Ridgway, and Brody Allram back to receive for the Saints. Ball's picked up by Ridgway. Ridgway makes his way across and slipped and put his knee down at the 30. We'll see where they mark it. 35, 36, 37. We'll see where they end up putting it. It looks like they're going to put it at the little confusion on where they're going to mark that ball, it looks like. Looks like it's going to be at the 37-yard line. So 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Saints go trips to the right. Snap comes, handoff to Hoff. Hoff up the middle, powers forward to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7 now. Once again, I want to apologize for the quality of the stream here tonight. I know that it's dropping a lot of frames and was really glitchy. We're going to try to get everything squared away for next week for sure. We're working on things here during the game as well, trying to get it going as much as we can. Saints jumped off sides there, and so it'll be 2nd now and 12. But do want to thank our sponsors once again for making these broadcasts possible. You see those sponsors scrolling across the bottom of the screen, as well as our commercial sponsors that were unable to play tonight. That's the Air Force, Burnett Medical Center, and Northwoods Technical. Saints went back to that misdirection, handing off from Hoff to Sladkey there. I think it was actually Allram. But nonetheless, it's 3rd and 14 now for the Saints. 4:36 left here in the first half. Sladkey in the shotgun, trips to the right. Shotgun, or the snap comes. Sladkey looks, and again met and thrown down by the Pirates. Coach Vickerman wondering about that extra shove at the end. I think a lot of the fans in blue on this side are wondering about the same. It'll be 4th and long here, so Saints going to need to punt. Drake Peterson back to punt. Connor Weber on to snap. Good snap by Weber. Nice punt by Drake Peterson, picked up at the 33-yard line. And taken down just before the 50. Taken down just before the 50 is Levi Anderson. Nice return by Anderson for about 13, 14 yards. 3:34 left here in the second quarter. Grantsburg taking over now on the 49-yard line of the Pirates. Saints defense looking for a way to get a stop here. Handoff. Oh, no handoff as a keeper. And Matheny powers forward for gain of 3, it looks like. Zach Danielowski with the tackle. Pirates quickly back to the line. This time they do hand off and met in the backfield by number 66, Jack Schober, with a nice tackle for loss.
Still looking for a winner for that Dollars for Scholars raffle.
So 3rd and 8 now. Opportunity for the Saints to get a stop here on defense. Rombach split out to the left. Jensen to the right, along with Matheny. Lots of time for Matheny down the middle this time, and it's going to be Matheny, Caden Matheny, who goes in for the long touchdown. So Caden Matheny picks up his 2nd touchdown of the night. Schultz has 2. Matheny now has 2 as well. So 32-0 now is our score. Pirates going for 2 once again. Oh, they're going to go for the extra point. Levi Anderson on to kick. Holding is Hale. Hale holds. Anderson kicks. And it's good. Levi Anderson back to kick for the Pirates. Carter Ridgway, Jared DeSmith, and Brody Allram back to receive for the Saints. Anderson's kick is up. And taken down is going to be Ridgway. Taken down at the 31, 32-yard line. Ryder Anderson with the stop. It'll be 1st and 10, 2:23 left here in the second quarter. Saints with the ball. Big key for the Saints here is going to be keeping the Pirates out of the backfield, giving Sladkey some time back there. He has not had much. Sladkey looks and is hit as he delivers it. And that was, I believe, Dylan Seeger, the junior, with the defended pass. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Clock is stopped at 2:18 on the incomplete pass. Coach Vickerman gives the play to Sladkey. Sladkey making his way out to the huddle. For the Saints, a lot of first-time starters up there on that offensive line. They're learning, and they get a good push there that time. And using those good blocks by the offensive line is Hoff as he pounds forward and picks up a bunch. It'll be 3rd and 3 now. Hoff went to the right side. The tackle and guard on the right side gave a nice push, giving Hoff a lane to run forward, and picks up 7. Sladkey takes the snap, hands off, punches forward for the first down. Micah Wachaku with the power forward, picking up the first down. So Micah Wachaku getting in there, a nice run. Sladkey now looks to pass. Again, no time, and taken down in the backfield by number 32. And so 32 is not on the roster, as well as I think it was Caden Matheny also on the sack. So it'll be 2nd and long now for the Saints. St. Croix Falls takes the timeout.
Looking forward to next week. The boys cross country team and girls cross country team.
So it'll be 2nd and 17 now for the Saints. 1:11 left here in the second quarter. So the Saints make their way up to the line. Sladkey in the shotgun. 2 spread out to the right. Sladkey looks to pass. Screen pass up the middle. And up the middle he goes as Prokop he breaks a tackle, makes his way through. There is a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what it is here. 2 different flags on the play. There's a flag in the backfield. They're going to get a holding on the Saints. But we got another one. There's another flag in the at the end of the play, and they might wave each other off here. They're going to be offsetting, I believe, as the Pirates had a penalty as well at the end of the play. So there's a holding on the Saints and a personal foul on Grantsburg, and they're going to offset. So personal foul on the Pirates and the holding on the Saints are going to offset. It'll be 2nd and 17 once again. So a good play wiped off by the holding from the Saints, and then especially as you see that personal foul at the end that would have been tacked on to the end. But Drake Peterson picks up the ball just before midfield, and so a big pickup for the Saints, moving the ball well here. And now the 48-yard line, 48 seconds left here in the half. Sladkey has trips to the left, Hoff on his left side. Sladkey takes a snap, looks, throws, and off the hands of Jared DeSmith. And now we're going to get a flag on the play. That's going to be at the end. And I think they're going to get Jensen here with a personal foul. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty and a first down with 35 seconds left on the late hit. So a late hit or hit on a defenseless receiver. Yeah, personal foul on the Pirates, the second one of this drive. That'll be a 15-yard penalty and a first down for the Saints. So Saints will take every yard they can get, however they can get it here. Trying to get on the board here before halftime. So the 15-yard penalty moves the ball to the 37-yard line. This is about as close as the Saints have been tonight. Sladkey back to pass, now loses the ball, falls on it, and so it will be the Saints' ball. Saints do have one timeout remaining. 22 seconds left. Snap comes and it's grounded, so 13 seconds left here. Saints were out of timeouts as well, so that's why they had to hustle there. So 2nd and 22, ball at the 48-yard line. They got to get to the 26 for the first down. 13 seconds remaining here in the first half. Sladkey back to pass. Good time that time. And Brody Allram with a big catch and a first down. So Brody Allram with a beautiful, Sladkey with a beautiful pass to Brody Allram. Sladkey takes a snap, grounds it, and 7 seconds left. So a beautiful pass there by Sladkey, puts it on a dime, and then also a great catch for Allram, able to make the catch in the air, turn, and get a few more yards before being taken down. And so Saints needed that one. They moved the ball to the 21-yard line, 2nd and 10, 7 seconds left. Saints would love to get into the end zone here. Saints will have the ball. No, I'm sorry. The Pirates will have the ball starting in the second half. Drake Peterson and Jared DeSmith to the right, along with Brody Allram. Hoff in the backfield. Sladkey got to get rid of it. He does. Jared DeSmith gets it in the end zone and a touchdown. Oh, they're going to say no touchdown. They're going to, one official says touch. Oh, they're going to say touchdown. I think that's the right call. It looked like DeSmith was in the end zone, and the officials talk about it, and they get the ball into the end zone for the touchdown with no time left on the clock. So Saints will go for 2 here. Jared DeSmith is in the backfield. Allram punches forward into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. So Saints get into the end zone. 33-8 is our score at halftime. Saints they do a nice job. You got to get things going, and they did. They got it going there in that last drive, able to punch the ball into the end zone for the touchdown, pick up the 2-point conversion. So at least going into the half with some momentum that they can build on for the second half. We'll be back with the dance team is actually going to play or dance, and then we'll be back after that. We'll take a break for halftime. But St. Croix Falls dance team is going to be performing for us here at halftime. Making their way out to the field now.
What's in the what's the last song? It's the or what?
Thanks for helping tonight.
All right, welcome back here to St. Croix Falls. Players are trying to get on the right side of the field. We'll see if they can get on the right side of the field this time. And we'll be back. We'll be kickoff in about 30 seconds. We'll be back in just a second. All right, we're ready for kickoff. Starting in the second half. It'll be the Saints kicking off to the Pirates. Back to receive for the Pirates is number 7, Reese Jensen. Jensen back deep. Schultz is up at the 25-yard line. Good kick by Eli Malm. And a fair catch. Fair catch is caught at the 19-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. 1st and 10 on the 19. So maybe an ill-advised fair catch there, but the Saints will take it. So Pirates will take over here to start the second half with a 33-8 lead. Matheny hands off. Daxter Schultz taken down by Rowan Prokop after a gain of about a 1.5. So the ball moves to the 21-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball's at the 21-yard line, 2nd and 8. Trips to the right. Rombach to the left. Schultz gets the ball in motion. Maybe could have been a block in the back, but it doesn't matter. Saints take him down at the 21-yard line. Chase Steffen on the tackle. Switching out balls here, it looks like. Rombach spread out to the right, or all the way to the left. 2 spread to the right. Matheny takes the snap. Oh, it was almost intercepted. Zach Danielowski had a chance there, but it slipped past him. But it'll be 4th and long here. I would be surprised. I would be surprised if the Pirates didn't punt on 4th and long. Quintano, the long snapper, snaps it back, and the punt is blocked and out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Wyatt Bennett with the block. No, actually, I think it was. That was Dean Mopetit got the block. So Dean got the block. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the 15. Big special teams play there by the Saints. Nice block there by Dino. Slatke hands off to Hoff. Hoff taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like a gain of 1. Matheny with the tackle. So it'll be 2nd and 9 now on the 14 for the Saints. So Saints do a nice job ending the first half with a big touchdown on a long drive, quick long drive, and now get a defensive stop, a special teams blocked punt, and now they find themselves knocking at the door. Misdirection, and it's going to be Allram who falls forward to about the 7-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 3 now. They got to get to the 5-yard line. And that's exactly what Slatke does as he falls forward, picks up the first down, And it'll be first and goal now for the Saints. I don't know what Coach Vickerman told them at halftime, but it worked. And they came out fired up, ready to go. Good defensive stop, good special teams blocked punt, and now on the 4-yard line, first and goal with 9:11 left. And then we're going to move them back 5. Still first and goal, just 5 yards further back. It's so hard as a lineman when you're fired up, your ball's moving, you get down, you're so close to the end zone, you just want to punch it in, and it's hard to wait. So the ball at the 8-yard line, first and goal. Allram takes the snap. Allram pushes the pile and gets it to about the 5-yard line, so he picks up about 3. It'll be second and goal here on the 5. And a flag on the play. And that's going to move him back 5 or 10 again. So we'll see how far back it goes. It'll still be second and goal. First and goal. First and goal on the 17. Saints had it. Saints had first and goal on the 4-yard line. Now it's first and goal on the 17 after a false start and a holding. Sladkey back to pass. Nice time. Drake Peterson with the catch and the touchdown. Drake Peterson drops it in. Nice pass by Sladkey. So it's on for the 2-point conversion. Now are the Saints. Allram takes it. And Brody Allram rumbles in without even being touched. So 33-16 is our score. We'll be back with the kickoff coming up in just a minute. All right, we're back here. Saints about ready to kick off with 8:45 left here in the third quarter. Eli Malm on to kick for the Saints. Back to receive for the Pirates, number 7, Reese Jensen. So St. Croix Falls comes out of the second half firing. Get a defensive stop in 3 plays, a special teams blocked punt, and then a Sladkey to Drake Peterson connection for the touchdown. So Malm ready to kick it off. Northwestern is up against Somerset 27-7. Ball taken at the 24-yard line and taken down at the 35. So the Pirates will take over now on the 36-yard line. So 36-yard line will be where the Pirates get their second offensive drive. St. Croix Falls trying to continue that momentum they built there in that first. They had some good defensive pressure from the front and were able to get a quick 3 and out, and then who knows? They were able to turn it into 8 points. Matheny back to pass, goes to his left, looks to his left, throws a nice pass down and incomplete. Just past the outstretched arms of number 22, Ryder Anderson. Nice ball there by Matheny, but just beyond the outstretched arms of Ryder. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now for the Pirates. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. Those sponsors scrolling across the bottom of the screen, as well as our commercial sponsors tonight that we're not able to show because of some computer issues. That would be the Air Force, Burnett Medical Center, and Northwoods Tech. Maybe a broken play there. Matheny falls forward and picks up a couple. It'll be 3rd and 8 now for the Pirates. Saints trying to get another 3 and out here. Football, we got volleyball. It's going to be a fun fall. We'll be back on the air next. Matheny looks to pass and he's the ball is caught by number 2, Caden Matheny, and I believe that's going to be a first down. And we're going to get an official timeout. We got an injured Grantsburg player. Looks like it's Jensen. Looking at his lower body. Renee Rombach helping him out. You always hope at this point in the game that when it's lower body that it's a cramp. Looks like that might be what it is, as Renee is trying to massage his knee there. It might be a cramp. He's going to get up. Looks like he's going to get up on his own power here. So good to see Jensen get up and walk off. He's holding holding his hamstring. But good to see him walk off on his own strength. He's had a great game. He's got 2 touchdowns tonight. And Bob Clark has seen all of them. He's been here for every game. Matheny holds on to it, and he's taken down. 2nd and 8, it looks like. 7:45 left here in the 3rd quarter. This is the 86th year of Saints football here in Saints Stadium. How amazing is that? Matheny back in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his left, now to his right. Lots of time back there. Now he gets flushed out of the pocket, and it looks like he's going to run, and he passes it, and they're going to get the reception as he falls out of bounds. Looked like it was Levi Anderson with the reception at the sideline. So 3rd down, 3rd and 4 now for the Pirates. They picked up a big 3rd down conversion earlier on this drive, trying to do it again. Under 7 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Pirates have slowed their pace a bit here in the 2nd half. Snap comes. And taken down, flag on the play. That was Brock Matheny keeping it the whole way. We'll see what the flag is here. The spot was a no gain. and it's going to be holding on the Pirates. So we'll see what Coach Vickerman will do here. It would be 4th and 4, or it's going to be 3rd and about 14. I think he might back them. Oh, they're going to. We'll see what they do here. They are going to decline the penalty, and so they're going to go 4th and 4 here. Caden Matheny with the catch and the cramp. He's making his way off the field now. So Jensen and Matheny have been walked off the field here on this drive, which is significant for the Pirates. I have not seen Jensen come back out yet, and Matheny now stepping off. So it's going to be Rombach to the right. We got 2 Pirates out to the left. Matheny takes a snap, hands off to Dax Schultz. Schultz cuts around and pushes forward, picks up the first down, it looks like, as he crosses the 30-yard line to the 28-yard line. So first down for the Pirates on a nice run by Dax Schultz. So Matheny now back in under shotgun once again. Hand off to Schultz again. Schultz up the middle. And he was taken down at gets across the 25 to the 24-yard line. 5:45 left here. 2nd and 5. Pirates back into that hurry-up offense. And that's going to be an offsides on the Saints. So that's going to be very close to a first down if it's not. See if they have to do a measurement or. And they're going to give them the first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line for the Pirates. So all that momentum the Saints were building up there at the beginning of this quarter has come to a stall here on this drive as the Pirates have picked up 2 or 3 big 3rd down conversions, or 2 3rd down conversions and a 4th down conversion. Hand off to Schultz once again. Schultz bounces out to the left side and brought down by Brody Allram. So with Jensen and Caleb Matheny on the sideline, we might see a lot of Daxter Schultz as the Pirates want to eat away at this clock. Back to pass and taken down with a big sack. Chase Steffen with a big sack as he gets into the backfield and takes him down. Nice job by Chase as he got in there, got his hand on Matheny. Matheny's broken a couple of those, but not this time as he holds him and brings him to the ground for a big sack. Clock running, 4:30 left here in the 3rd quarter. It is 3rd and 14 now on the 23. Matheny takes a snap, looks. Oh, and it's knocked down. Nice job by number 58, Dean. Dean Mopete got the blocked punt. So Monpettit gets the block. He has a blocked pass and a blocked punt here tonight. Nice job by Dean making his presence known out there for the sophomore. So Monpettit, 4th and 14 now. So second, fourth down of this drive here for the Pirates. Saints got to be patient, not to jump. Matheny takes a snap, looks to pass, puts up a pass to the end zone, and it's knocked away. St. Croix Falls defense stands strong. The blue curtain gives the ball back to the Saints. So St. Croix Falls takes over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Big defensive play. So 4:10 left here in the third quarter. Saints, a nice defensive stop there. Sladkey back on. Now takes the snap, hands off, and punching forward and moving the pile up to the 29-yard line. Brody Allram rumbles to the 29 and even 30-yard. Looks like they're going to mark it near the 30. Guess they're going to move it back to the 29. Nice run there by Allram. Picks up 6. 2nd and 4 now. Sladkey hands off to Hoff. Hoff up the middle. Nobody's touched him yet. He pounds forward past the 40-yard line to the 42-yard line. St. Croix Falls, first down. So nice job there by Alex Hoff as he powers forward, picks up the first down. Nice job by the offensive line as well, making a big hole. Hoff he wasn't touched for the first 5 yards of that run, and that is credit to that offensive line. Sladkey now back in the shotgun once again. Prokop in motion. Sladkey takes a snap, hands off to Hoff again. Another big hole and another big run as he rumbles past the 50-yard line to the 49. It'll be 2nd and 1. And now it's the Saints' turn to cramp up. We see this a lot early season with cramping players. I want to be careful when I say cramping. Some of the people in the booth up here are older in age and hard of hearing, and so wasn't sure what I was saying. Prokop runs off. Nice to see him jogging off on his own power. So 3 minutes and 5 seconds left. Chris Chelberg just gave the first groaner of the night. So 3 minutes and 5 seconds left here. It's 33-16 in favor of the Pirates. So 2nd and 1 now for the Saints. That was a timeout not a timeout. I'm sorry. That was just a injury timeout for Water. Allram. Was that Allram? Yeah, it was Allram. Picks up the first down and more as Allram goes in, takes the snap, and rumbles forward. He goes to the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. So St. Croix Falls offense moving well here in the second half. The offensive line has really stepped up here in the second half. And the success running the ball is testament to that offensive line making holes for those running backs, and the running backs, Hoff and Allram, finding those holes and punching through them. So 2nd and 7 now for the Saints. Sladkey takes the snap, keeps it himself. I'm sorry, that's Brody Allram. Allram breaks free, and he gets past the 25 to the 24-yard line. And it's so hard to tell between Sladkey and Allram, numbers 8 and number 9, but Allram takes the ball, takes the direct snap, and takes it right through the offensive line, who created a nice hole for him, picks up a big run, And they do it again. And now a flag comes in. So flag comes in. We'll see what the flag is. It came from the back. I think it's on the Saints. Personal foul on the Saints.
Personal foul against the Saints. Wrong direction.
So we'll see what happens here. So a 15-yard penalty. That'll make it first and long here now. And now we jumped off sides, the Saints did, and so that's going to back them up 5 more. So first and long at the 38-yard line. They got to get to the 13. Good news is they got 4 downs to do it. Minute 25 left here in the third quarter. Sladkey takes the pass, or takes the snap, puts up a nice ball to DeSmith, but it's out of bounds. So it'll be second and long for the Saints. Minute 16 left here in the third quarter. So second and 25 now for the Saints. Saints crowd trying to will them to the Saints to action here now. Sladkey takes the snap. Throws down the line, and Jared DeSmith pulls up. And we'll see if he's cramping up now. So it looks like he's cramping up. So DeSmith, as he was trying to burst forward to get to that ball, you could see he slowed up and then went down as his leg is cramping up. And so we're going to step away for a second as Jared gets stretched out, and then we will be back in just a moment. Jared DeSmith makes his way off the field, and the Saints are back on the field. Minute and 11 left here. Sladkey in the shotgun. Takes the snap, looks to pass. And throws it to the ground as he wanted to live to see another play here. It'll be 4th and 25. So it looks like they're going to go for it here. The Saints are. They have both teams have 3 timeouts remaining. There's a minute 6 left here in the third quarter. Saints make their way back up to the line. Drake Peterson all the way out to the left. And Sladkey is going to be brought down as the Pirates get to him. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And so both teams now on their last two possessions have gotten fourth down stops and turnovers. So Pirates will take over with 59 seconds left here in the third quarter. So 1st and 10 now. Matheny in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to his left, throws to his left. And Rombach with a big catch and first down as the Pirates move the ball. Steps out of bounds, it'll stop the clock. So Pirates in that hurry-up offense once again, leading 33-16. Handoff to Schultz. Schultz cuts up, but there is a flag on the play. These have been holding so far tonight. We'll see if it's similar to what the previous ones have been. Holding on the Pirates. That'll move them back. Beautiful night here in St. Croix Falls for football. Holding is going to back him up 10. So it'll be first and about 17. So Daxter Schultz went to the left and he was patient. He cut up behind the blockers, but holding was called. And that'll back up the Pirates. Jensen back into the game for the Pirates. That's good to see as he spread out all the way to the right. Matheny keeps it. And Alex Hoff with a big tackle. Maybe a gain of 1. Or no gain, I'll say. So it'll be 2nd and 17 after no gain. Nice job by Alex Hoff as he grabbed on and just threw him to ground. Matheny has gotten out of several tackles, and so Hoff made sure he wasn't going to get away from that one. Alex Hoff, a senior this year. Big presence on offense and defense. Running back on offense. And there gets a nice big tackle for the Saints. And that'll be the end of the quarter. So we'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a minute. All right, we're back with the fourth quarter now, where the Pirates lead 33-16. It is 2nd and 17. Pirates now going from your right to left. Rombach stretched out all the way to the right. Jensen all the way to the left. I'm sorry, Jensen all the way to the right. And it's going to be Daxter Schultz who picks it up, keeps his feet, and always breaks the tackle. And he's going to be down at the 1-yard line. What a run by Daxter Schultz. He's putting on a show here tonight. As the running back, he's had a running touchdown, a receiving touchdown, And that was just a beautiful play there as he kept his feet and made his way all the way almost into the end zone to the 1 yard line. And punching it. Oh, he's going to be short. Matheny not quite in. I think we got some more cramping players. I saw Caden Matheny was cramping up, but this isn't him. This is one of the linemen. This is Dylan Seeger. Looks like it's also a cramp, I believe. So again, the first couple of games of the year, it just seems like there's so many cramps. It's early in the season. It's a little bit warmer, although tonight it's 64 degrees here. But it seems like there's usually the first couple games we find quite a few cramping issues. We're going to step away. We'll be back in just a minute. There's 11:24 left here in the fourth quarter. Good news as number 52, Dylan Seeger, making his way off the field, although they are carrying him off the field. So we wish him the best here as he makes his way off the field. It'll be 2nd and 1, or 2nd and goal at the 1 yard line. Matheny tried to sneak it in the last time and was stopped by the Saints. Just waiting until they get the Pirate off of the field safely. And he is. And so Matheny in the shotgun still. Daxter Schultz next to him. Takes it, Matheny keeps it, and this time he pounds in for the touchdown. So that'll be a touchdown for the Pirates. (39-16) now. As the Pirates look like, let's see if they're going to go for 2 or kick the field goal, it looks like. Or extra point, I'm sorry. Levi Anderson, I believe, is going to come on to kick. So Anderson comes on to kick. Hale is the holder. I can't see who the long snapper is for sure. It's a good snap. And the hold gets picked up. Hale looks for the pass, and he's taken down. So Hale kind of mishandled the snap a bit, and I think he called fire and got up, but there was nobody to pass to, and so he was taken down by the Saints. So the kickoff will be coming up here in just a minute. So our score is going to remain 39-16. St. Croix Falls will receive the kick with 11:13 left. Again, I want to thank our sponsors. See those sponsors scrolling across the bottom of the screen. We really couldn't do it, literally couldn't do it without those sponsors. And so thank you so much for sponsoring and being a part of the We Are Network. Look forward to bringing you this fall, bringing you more football games, volleyball games. We'll get soccer games if we can find somebody to be able to announce those games. So here we go. It's 11:13 left here in the game. 39-16 is the score. Anderson on to kick. Carter Ridgway, Jared DeSmith, and Brody Allram back to receive. Good to see Jared DeSmith back there after cramping up. Looks like he's got stretched out and ready to go here. So here comes the kick. Kick is up and short. Ooh, nice hit there by the Pirates. Connor Weber gets the ball and returns it to the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. See where they end up spotting it. 11:09 left here in the game.
First down and 10.
So 1st and 10 for the Saints. Saints trying to get something started here. Started this second half off hot. Defensively, offensively. Brody Allram pushes through the line and picks up about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. So 2nd and 6 now for the Saints. So Sladkey in the shotgun, 2nd and 6. Takes the hands off to Hoff. Hoff pounds forward past the 45 to about the 46-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 2 now. So 10 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Hoff very close to the first down. We'll see where they're going to spot it. They're going to give him the first down. So first down for the Saints. 10:04 remaining here in the game. Sladkey takes the snap, looks to the right. Passes downfield, and Jared DeSmith with a nice fingertip catch. Nice catch by Jared DeSmith, and we're going to get a stoppage here as looks like Jensen is cramping up again. He was cramping up earlier, and he is cramping up now. I'm not laughing. I just he is. If you've ever had a cramp in your leg, you know what it feels like, and he's feeling it right now in that calf. So we're going to step away once again. I'll grab a drink of water myself. I don't want to be cramping up here in the booth. So we'll be back in just a second. All right, it is 1st and 10 as Jensen makes his way off. I feel that pain. It has been decades since I've played football, and I can still feel the pain of those cramps. Sladkey has Wachaku on his left. Hand off to Wachaku. Wachaku makes his way up, and he's tripped up. It was Daxter Schultz who tripped him up, and Wachaku was on a line. So Daxter Schultz saves a big play there, but Wachaku with a nice run. Hoff checks in for Wachaku. Sladkey takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Hoff. Throws it up the middle. He's got him wide open, and Drake Peterson, the cousin connection for the touchdown. Drake Peterson was so wide open there. Sladkey just had to kind of float one to him because he was in the midst of getting pummeled. But he was able to get it off, and Peterson waited for it, picks it up, and the two-point conversion is no good as Brody Allram is tackled behind the line. But the new score, 39-22. So St. Croix Falls gets a big touchdown as Sladkey to his cousin, Drake Peterson. I believe that's Drake's second touchdown of the night as well. So 39-22 is our score. 9 minutes left here in regulation. Eli Malm on to kick now for the Saints. Number 32 for the Pirates, back to receive. I'm sorry, I do not have his name in the roster. I'm not intentionally not giving him credit. But number 32 back to receive for the Pirates. I want to thank those fans tuning in, whether you're cheering on the Pirates or the Saints. We're glad you're here tonight. Glad you're a part of the broadcast. We're going to get a timeout called by the Saints here. And we'll take that timeout along with them. All right, looks like the Saints are ready to go now. Not sure what that timeout was for sure. I'm not sure if the Saints did not have the proper personnel out there, but 9:03 left here in regulation. Saints have 2 timeouts left. Eli Malm ready to kick. As I was saying, thanks for tuning in and watching. Again, if you're cheering on the Pirates, cheering on the Saints, we're so glad you're able to tune in and be a part of these broadcasts. We're sorry about some of the technical difficulties we've had. We're working on it, and I think it's improved during the game, and we'll make sure that we do everything we can to keep improving it for next week. Saints will be back in action here in St. Croix Falls against Ashland next Friday night. It is an onside kick. It's picked up by the Pirates. Number 12, Devin Holmstrom. Holmstrom holds on to the ball, and so it'll be 49-yard line where the Pirates take over with 9:01 remaining here in regulation. Saints got to work some magic here on defense. They need one of those 3-and-outs. They need a turnover, and they need something to flip this field here as Saints are running out of time. Down by 17. 9 minutes remaining. Nice big run by number 21, Levi Anderson. Picks up about 5. 4 maybe. 2nd and 6. Croix was on the tackle. So 2nd and 6 now. Pirates now taking their time on offense, huddling up. They want as many of these seconds to tick off the clock as possible. Saints trying to get a stop. Pirates move around a bit. Snap comes, fakes the handoff. Looks to pass is Matheny. Matheny's got to do something, and he throws it out of bounds. Nice job by Micah Wachaku as he chases him down and forces Matheny to throw it out of bounds. That stops the clock, and it makes it 3rd and 6. So Wachaku broke through the line there, uses that speed to get to Matheny and forcing him to throw it out of bounds. Back to pass once again. Here comes Prokop trying to chase down Matheny, and it is picked off. And, they're going to say it was an interception, but he's down by contact. So Connor Weber with a big interception. I said the Saints have got to do something to get they do it. So a turnover with 8 minutes and 1 second remaining. So St. Croix Falls, 8 minutes left here in the 4th quarter. Trying to keep hope alive. Sladkey in shotgun. Hoff next to him. Trips to the left. Sladkey looks to pass. Throws it to Smith. Makes the catch at the 39-yard line. And he picks up the first down and more. So 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 39. To Smith with a big reception. Sladkey using his feet to get free. And now the Saints are in the hurry-up offense. Hoff next to Sladkey. Hoff takes the handoff, runs, gets a nice block by the offensive line, and pushes forward to the 33-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 3. So 7-yard gain by Alex Hoff. Drake Peterson, Jared Smith, and Brody Allram all to the right. Hoff takes the handoff, falls forward for little to no gain. That brings it to the 32-yard line, so gain of 1. So gain of 1. It's 3rd and 2. Sladkey. Saints jumped off sides. That'll move them back 5. So 6:48 left here in the fourth quarter. Saints trying to keep things going, trying to keep hope alive here on Friday night. It'll be 3rd and 8. Ball at the 40 or the 37-yard line. They got to get to the 29, just beyond the 29 for the first down. So 3rd and 8, obviously 4-down territory here for the Saints. Slatke takes it, looks, passes, and it's caught by Drake Peterson. Oh, they're going to say no catch. They're going to say no catch, so it's going to be 4th and 8. He brought it down, but they're going to say that he was twisted out of bounds. We're blocked from the sideline with the players, and so we can't see exactly where the out-of-bounds line is, but it sure seemed like Drake brought it in, but incomplete nonetheless. And now a timeout is going to be called by the Saints. They'll have 1 timeout remaining, 6 minutes and 19 seconds left. We'll be back in just a minute. All right, 6:19 left, 39-22 in favor of the Pirates. Saints have a big 4th down here. It's 4th and 8. Got to get to the 29-yard line. Slatke in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looks to pass, and Peterson and him were just not quite on the same page. Peterson turned around, but the ball was right at his hip, and he wasn't able to bring it in. So it'll be a turnover on downs. It'll be Pirates ball here. 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. 6 minutes and 15 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Likely going to see the Pirates running the ball here, trying to use up as much of that 6 minutes as they can. Saints were able to get a big turnover in the last defensive stand, and they'd love to see another one here. Matheny with Daxter Schultz on his left. Likely going to see it handed off to Daxter here, and it is. Up the middle, and he's got a big hole. Daxter Schultz uses that speed up the middle, and he's not going to get him. Schultz into the end zone for another big touchdown. Daxter Schultz is putting on a show here tonight as he went up and wasn't touched, I don't think, until he got into the end zone. So a nice run by Daxter Schultz. So 45-22 now. 6 minutes. On to kick the extra point again is Levi Anderson. Hale on to hold. Hale's hold is good. The kick is good. So good snap, good hold, good kick. And it's 46-22 now in favor of the Pirates. Once again, next week, we'll be back here on We Are SCF. It's the St. Croix Falls Saints against the Ashland Ordockers. 7 o'clock on Friday night. Hopefully you can make it out and come to the stadium and cheer on the Saints here in person. If you can't make it in person, tune in online and watch as the Saints take on the Ordockers of Ashland. Grantsburg has really played a strong game here tonight, offensively, defensively. Daxter Schultz has piled up a ton of yards on the ground, as well as receiving. He's had a great night. Jensen has got a couple touchdowns. Caden Matheny, I think, has a couple touchdowns. Brock Matheny doing a great job at quarterback. Rombach, a couple key catches along the way. St. Croix Falls, seen some great offensive performances. Sladkey done a nice job directing traffic on the offensive side. He's had a couple beautiful throws as he's hit Drake Peterson for a couple touchdowns. Brody Allram has had some key runs. That ball's going to go out of bounds, and there'll be a flag. And hard-fought yards on the ground. Alex Hoff, hard-fought yards on the ground. Dean Monpettit had a key defensive block or a pass deflected, as well as a blocked punt that led to a Saints touchdown. So both teams having some flashes of success here this evening. But it's been the Pirates who have been able to put together a more complete game here this evening. 6:04 left here in regulation. Saints will be taking over after the ball was kicked out of bounds on the 35-yard line. Kicking the ball out of bounds is a penalty with the ball being placed at the 35. So Drake Peterson spread out to the right. Carter Ridgway I think it's Jared DeSmith all the way to the left. I'm sorry. And Wachaku up the middle for a strong run. Picks up 4 for 2nd and 6 now. Under 6 minutes remaining here. Sladkey takes a snap. Looks and finds Drake Peterson in the middle. And Drake pounds forward and taken down, but not before crossing the 45-yard line to the 43-yard line, it looks like. So a big first down for the Saints. Drake Peterson, a big body, finds his way to get open, and Sladkey hits him. This time it's DeSmith who catches at the 40 and taken down at the 39-yard line. So pick up a few more here. It'll be 2nd down now and 5, 6. So 2nd and 6 now for the Saints. Peterson and DeSmith on the same side. Chucks it up to Peterson. Peterson is open. He makes the catch and the flag. We'll see what the flag is. We'll see if it was offensive or defensive pass interference. I think it's going to be defensive pass interference, which would result in the completed catch. Looks like Sladkey says wave it off. And what a catch there by Peterson, and what a ball by Sladkey as he just lays it out in front of Drake. Allram holds on to it, and he's taken down. They were ready for it that time. So 2nd and goal now. Second and goal on the 6, it looks like. 7. I was going to go with whatever you did. Sladkey looks to the corner. Jared DeSmith in the corner. Couldn't bring it in. And DeSmith is still cramping up some. It was Rombach with some good defense over there in the corner. You'll just have to take my word for it because of the post. But DeSmith had his hand on it, and Rombach just knocked it away at the very last second. So 3rd and goal now on the 7-yard line. Saints knocking at the door. Pirates trying to keep him out. Sladkey holds on to it. Sladkey passes. It's going to be Allram who steps into the end zone for the touchdown. Brody Allram with the reception and the touchdown. So the Saints ring the bell briefly. It's 46-28 now. Saints trying to go for 2. Saints trying to get the 2-point conversion here. Sladkey takes the snap, looks to his right, passes, and it's caught and into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Jared DeSmith brings it in. Call me crazy, but there's 4 minutes left, and that 2-point conversion means the Saints are just a touchdown and 2-point conversion and a touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. And they got 4 minutes to do it. So exactly 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Saints move their way down the field after a couple nice passes by Sladkey. And a touchdown by Brody Allram gets the reception and the touchdown this time. And Jared DeSmith puts in the 2-point conversion on the easy pass by Sladkey. So getting the kicking ball out there. Malm ready to kick this one off. They tried the onside kick last time, and Holstrom was able to bring it in. See if they try it again here. 4 minutes left. Saints down by 16. Saints have had an impressive second half here as they came back from really were just flat out outplayed in most of the first half. But they ended the first half on a big drive, scored a touchdown, and came out after halftime really fired up. And it's been a new team here in the second half. This time they try the other side. It sneaks through, and it is picked up by the Pirates. But the kick was there. But the Pirates were able to bring it in before the Saints were able to get there. So Pirates take over on the 48-yard line. Saints. It's up to the Saints defense here to get a stop. Obviously, the Pirates can do what they can to keep the ball moving, or the clock moving, sorry. Stop the presses as the Minnesota Twins are up 7-2. And timeout now called by Grantsburg. They'll have 2 timeouts remaining. We'll take that timeout along with them and be right back. All right, it'll be 1st and 10 now. 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Pirates on the ball. Rombach split out all the way to the left, guarded by DeSmith. Handoff to Schultz, I believe. And he doesn't have the ball, but they're going to say he was down. But he lost it early. I didn't see exactly when it was, but the official was right there pointing to the ground almost immediately. So the official was right on it, pointing to the ground almost immediately, saying that he was down. So 2nd and 8 now. Clock running at 3:37. Jensen all the way to the right. Matheny taking his time, waiting for the official to raise his hand, and another handoff to Schultz. Schultz breaks another tackle and taken down finally, but after the first down, and that first down is almost going to do it. St. Croix Falls fought back valiantly here in the second half, but give credit to the Pirates. Couple drives, Saints were really threatening to get a 3 and out, and they got a couple third down conversions, a fourth down conversion, and they were just able to win that possession battle and keep the ball out of the hands of the Saints here in the second half. Because when the Saints have had the ball in the second half, they've been able to put up some points. 32 points they've scored here in the second half. Daxter breaks it and now taken down at the 36-yard line. Drake Peterson on the stop for the Saints. It'll be 2nd and 7. So St. Croix Falls now just over 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Saints got to get a stop here. Matheny hands off to Schultz. Schultz pushes forward and taken down at the 34-yard line. Lost the ball again, but again after the play, and so clock continues and the ball continues to be the Pirates' ball. Minute 45. The Pirates will be at home next week against Cadott, so you'll be able to see that game on We Are Grantsburg with the legendary Bob Rombach on call. Against St. Croix Falls will be hosting the Ashland Oredockers on Friday night. You'll be able to see that game if you can't make it in person. Get right here on We Are SCF. Matheny keeps it himself and is going to be short of the first down. And a minute 8, and St. Croix Falls is going to take a timeout here, I believe. St. Croix Falls does take the timeout. So we'll take that timeout along with them and be right back after this. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors for making these broadcasts possible. Each year we have great sponsors who are so helpful in helping to make these broadcasts possible. You might notice if you've been a long-time watcher of We Are SCF, we got some new sponsors scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Excited to see those new sponsors joining in. The Star Foundation is one of those new sponsors. Do so much good for the St. Croix Falls School District. Glad to have them on board. They'll have their gala coming up, I'm sure, this fall. We'll have more information about that in the coming weeks. 4th and 2. Matheny takes it, runs himself, stopped behind the line, and St. Croix Falls gets the turnover. So St. Croix Falls gets the turnover. So 52 seconds left here. Again, Saints just a touchdown, 2-point conversion, a touchdown and 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up. I don't know about you, but I want to see some extra football tonight. And Grantsburg calls a timeout. Grantsburg says, we're having so much fun tonight, let's make it a little bit longer. Also want to thank you for tuning in and watching here tonight. I know that if you've been watching the whole game, we've had some on and off internet issues, especially at the beginning of the game, and we really apologize for that. We're trying to work all those things out, and we'll get all those kinks worked out after the first game here. Thanks for being patient with us. Look forward to broadcasting again next Friday night here in St. Croix. Hopefully you can tune in and watch on Friday night. So St. Croix Falls has the ball, 52 seconds left. Down by 16. Peterson, DeSmith, and Allram all out to the left. DeSmith gets the catch and taken down at the 40-yard line. Saints got to go quick. Clock ticking. Clock should stop with the first down. And there the clock stops. And now it starts back up again. Got a clock discrepancy here. Trying to get how much clock is left here. Sladkey back to pass. Sladkey hits Allram. Allram up the middle, taken down. So that'll stop the clock. Saints trying to get up to clock it. Sladkey clocks it. 17 seconds left here. So Saints moving the ball here at the end. Good opportunity for the Saints to work on that 2-minute, that quick offense, end of the quarter, end of the game offense here. And they're moving the ball here as the Pirates are back in that nearly picked off as it's knocked away. That was Daxter Schultz with the breakup. So 11 seconds left here. Saints trying to move down and get into the end zone. They're on the 31-yard line. 3rd and 10, sorry. Ball is picked up by Hoff, and this is going to be the last play. And that's going to be the end of the game. And so that's going to be the end of the game. 46-30 is going to be our final score. 46-30, Grantsburg with the victory. Congratulations to Grantsburg on a hard-fought game, and they pick up the big victory. St. Croix falls to 1-1 on the season. Grantsburg moves to 2-0. So next week, St. Croix Falls will be hosting Ashland here at St. Croix Falls. Here at St. Croix Falls will be, and St. Croix Falls, and Grantsburg will be hosting Cadott. That'll be on We Are Grantsburg. So a great game here tonight by both teams, and we will look forward to seeing you again next week. Thanks to our sponsors for making it possible. Thanks to the Saints for putting on a great show. For the athletes for putting on a great show, both the Saints and the Pirates. And we look forward to the rest of this season. Good luck to the Pirates the rest of the way. And for the Saints fans, we'll see you next week as we take on the Ashland Oredockers. This is Chris with We Are SCF. Go Saints.